My name is Tsukasa Nita, and I'm currently a first year in high school. Although I joined the soccer team, the team captain, Sawaki, took notice of me in a bad way, and I was forced to do only managerial duties without allowing me to practice properly.
Aoba, won't you date me?
You never learn, do you? I said I have no intention of dating you.
The usual exchange took place during the break. The guy's soccer team captain, Koji Sawaki, keeps trying to catch women's soccer team captain Rika Aoba Senpai's attention. Aoba Senpai always retains a cool attitude, so she's difficult to approach. She has a certain atmosphere, but with her beautiful looks, she was popular.
But we are close, though. What do you not like about it?
We are just practice partners. There's nothing more than that.
You're so cold, even though I'm cooperating with you to rebuild the women's soccer team.
That's a different story.
A while ago, our school's women's soccer team was very strong. However, with the graduation of our best seniors and lack of proper training for the newcomers, the team's abilities declined year by year. Only Aoba Senpai had equally competent skills as the boys' soccer team, and other members lacked skills. Furthermore, since there were only 11 members, they would have to practice with the boys' teams.
Do you plan on keeping that attitude forever? I'm looking after you guys out of my mercy. Even if we practice with you guys, we have no merit.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that if you displease me, it means I won't be taking care of you guys anymore.
There is merit with you practicing with us. The only person who can be your proper opponent is me. If you wish to become better, don't you need my support?
Yeah, it's true that practicing with you would improve my skills, but I don't necessarily want it when I have to deal with unskilled female players. We can quit practicing anytime soon.
You're a coward.
To be honest, the girls' team is only a nuisance for the guys' team. Since Aoba Senpai alone cannot train the female members, the guys' team would practice with them. However, the truth is it'd be much more efficient if we just practice on our own.
I was being nice and actually gave you time to think, though. I didn't want to take advantage of your weakness, so I tried to ask you out fair and square. But I don't want to keep trying if you're always getting in my face. If you don't become my woman, we'll end the joint practice from today.
That would be troublesome.
Then you should know what you must do, right?
Aoba Senpai seemed very troubled. Even as a freshman, I could tell that Aoba Senpai was earnestly trying to strengthen the women's soccer team through daily practice. As a senior, Captain Sawaki probably has seen her attitude for much longer. That's why he knows that this is the best weapon to sway Aoba Senpai. And was it cool to take advantage of other people's weakness? Even if she becomes your girlfriend by such means, it's just gonna be an empty relationship.
It's you again. You sure are cocky, Nita.
Captain Sawaki glared at me with hateful eyes. We frequently clashed with each other. There are no other members of the club to express their opinions because they are treated coldly if they defy Captain Sawaki. Captain Sawaki disliked me a lot because I didn't listen to him. Why don't you stop relying on your authoritative power to get what you want? It's a bad influence for the team as well.
Our team got strong because of this way. Don't talk to me like you know what you're talking about, freshman. It's the ones who don't obey their superiors that cause disorder within the group. You're a bad influence.
Isn't it because of that bad custom that our high school is not a regular winner? It's true that our team is already strong, but if we got rid of this custom, we'd have a chance to becoming even stronger. The only reason we're not regular winners is because the leader is incompetent.
And that's none of my business. As long as I'm the current leader, our team is strong. If our team is strong while I'm still here, then that's all I care about.
That's a selfish way of thinking. If the leader is like that, you'll get tripped up by others one day.
That's none of your business. I am talking with Aoba right now. Don't interfere.
Captain Sawaki glanced at Aoba Senpai once again.
Aoba, have you made up your mind on going out with me?
I...
Aoba Senpai is pursing her lips. With just a little more push, she seemed like she was going to accept it. Aoba Senpai, I might just be meddling in your business, but if you agree here, you're just gonna be at his feet. Even if you obey him, I don't think the team will get any better. Are you still sure that you're going to obey him?
You sure got a big mouth. If you could do something about it yourself, then go ahead. But unlike you, Aoba seems to know the best decision here. And if she doesn't get help from us, the women's team will never get strong.
That's why Aoba Senpai's troubled so much. With only the women's team, they can't practice properly. And if it's for the team, she'd have to sacrifice herself. If Aoba Senpai thinks the team will get stronger that way, I won't bother you anymore. But do you want to keep playing soccer when you become his lover with a hierarchical relationship? If you get stressed to the point it starts interfering with your performance, then the team is finished either way.
That's quite a rude thing to say. You shut up already. This is between me and Aoba.
It's true that Aoba Senpai is the one making the final decision. I couldn't stand Captain Sawaki's arrogant attitude and interjected. But feeling that there was nothing more I could say, I quietly backed away.
I'm sorry to say this, but I have no intention of going out with you.
Aoba Senpai, who was hesitant on deciding, clearly said it without any hesitations. She turned her hostile gaze towards Captain Sawaki.
Are you in your right mind? Do you not care what'll happen to the women's soccer team?
To be honest, I didn't like your dictatorial way of thinking. I thought I could endure that if it was for the team, but I've woken up. I'm going to make the team stronger in my own way.
You were swayed by Nita's words. You're gonna regret this.
That's not your concern. Everyone, today's practice is over. Let's go home now.
When Aoba Senpai called out to the team like that, everyone began to prepare to leave. They were all watching Aoba Senpai and Sawaki's conversation from afar, so it seems like they all don't want to follow Sawaki's orders.
Aoba, if you're that confident, let's have a match next month. And if we win, you go out with me.
I have no reason to accept a match.
Oh, seems like you don't have any confidence. Well, I guess that's obvious. There's no way you alone could train those punks.
Don't talk about them like that.
I'm giving one last chance, though. You'll be crying to me in a month anyway. I'm leaving you an excuse to make it easier for you to come back.
You sure are as arrogant as ever.
And plus, you want to have a proper match too, right? If you'll accept it, I don't mind lending you some of my first years for your team.
You shouldn't get too carried away. If you insist, I'll take it. But in exchange, if I win, you'll have to step down as captain.
There's no way I'll lose. Got it. I'll accept your terms.
Also, if you're gonna lend us your first years, I'll be taking Nita. That should be fine, right?
You sure you're fine with him? I don't need him, so do as you want. If you have any other guys you want, go ahead, take them.
No, thank you. I don't trust any member under your influence.
Did you think I was gonna order them to ease up during the match? Well, I don't want you to make any excuse when you lose, so if you can't trust them, I don't mind that.
After talking, Sawaki ordered the guys and they resumed their practice.
Nita, sorry for deciding things on my own, but you'll have to help us.
I'm fine with that, but why me?
You want to give Sawaki a blow, don't you? It's my thanks to you for building a fire within me. I'll let you play in the match.
I appreciate that. Please, let me help you. With the mutual goal of wanting to defeat Sawaki, I began to practice with the women's team from the next day. The women's team were gathered at a sports park close by. Seems that they usually practice here before they began practicing with the guys' team.
Nita, I know it's a little late for this, but do you have any soccer experience?
Yes, I've been playing since elementary.
Since you fought with Sawaki on the first day of joining, I haven't seen you kick the ball yet. May I first see how good you are?
Sure. With Aoba Senpai's instructions, I was to have a mock match with the female members. It was a test to see how far I could dribble from the center of the field without letting them steal the ball.
I'm going now.
I went towards the two girls who came to get the ball and easily passed them with my skills.
What?
Seeing me break through the center, the club members who were spread out also came toward me. But my speed was too fast for the defense to react in time. And passing the girl closest to the goal, I was one-on-one with the keeper now. The shot from the front went straight past the keeper and landed in the goal with great force. The keeper flinched and did not move an inch.
I didn't expect it to be this much.
While the female members of the club were stunned and frozen, Aoba Senpai, who had been watching from the outside, approached me.
Nita, what are you?
I'm just a high school student. The highest achievement of my junior high was being in the top 8 of prefectural tournaments, which is not that great.
At your level, you can go national. Probably you're much more skilled than Sawaki. I can't believe you're hiding such talent.
I wasn't hiding it or anything. I just didn't have the opportunity to show it. The men's soccer club is a strict vertical society, and Captain Sawaki told me that first years should do chores and work on their basic fitness. I rebelled against the unreasonable treatment of not being allowed to kick a ball, and this angered Captain Sawaki, so I've been treated that way ever since I joined the club.
Sawaki made a wasteful decision too. You could have been an immediate fighting strength, but I can't believe he didn't even try to see it. Thankfully, this gave us an advantage. With Nita's help, we can beat the men's soccer team.
I don't think that's possible, I said with honesty.
Why do you think so?
Aoba-senpai, you should know already too that you can't win a match with solo play. As you saw now, your team's defense is not good. And if the keeper's scared all the time, the opponent can score all he wants. The moment the ball is stolen, it's over for us. Although it was a cold way of putting it, it was a fact that they had to accept. The women's team errors are vastly inferior to the men's soccer team. Even if they tried, there's no way they could win.
Sorry,
The goalie girl bowed her head apologetically. The female members, who also couldn't steal the ball from me, lowered their faces awkwardly. However, you can increase your odds of winning depending on your strategy. If you want to make a team that can win in a month, I think you should practice specifically for that.
Do you have a plan in mind?
Yes. I told everyone the plan I had in mind. While some of the female club members looked at each other wondering if they could really win, Aoba-senpai agreed, so we started practicing with my strategy. Good work!
You seem to have lots of energy.
While the other members were exhausted, Aoba-senpai and I still had energy left. You look like you still have energy for more practice too.
Actually, not that much. But Nita, I really appreciate for your help.
For what?
Thanks to Nita, it was good practice. Everyone seemed motivated to play their part too. If I was alone, I would have chosen to practice basic techniques without thinking about other options.
In the long run, I think the strategy is okay too. But there's only 1 month until the game. I don't want to praise Captain Sawaki too much, but the opponent is strong. In order to win in 1 month, I thought this was the best way to do it.
I'm going to be using your help, but I'm relying on you.
I had to ask that for you too. It's a strategy that can only be done because you're here too. 1 month passed and the day of the match came. The boys' team were made up of second years and third years. They seem like they're ready to crush us without holding back any of their skills.
Aoba, were you ready to come crying to me? If you want, we can quit the match and make you guys come back.
Enjoy being relaxed while you can. As promised, if you lose, you'll have to step down as a captain.
Don't act tough. If you lose, you'll have to date me.
Sawaki and Aoba-senpai reconfirmed their terms once again.
Oh, Nita! You're the goalie? I hope you'll entertain me.
As long as I'm the goalie, I won't let you score even 1 point. When I was in the third year of junior high, I switched my position to the goalkeeper. That was because in my 2 years of being part of the offense, we couldn't score many goals. Thus, the way we were able to get in the top 8 was by taking the match to penalty shootout without letting the opponent score a point. The game was to be played for just half of an actual match, so a 45-minute game. The game began with the women's team kick. Captain Sawaki ran towards Aoba-senpai, who was dribbling.
I won't let you get past me!
But Aoba-senpai quickly passed the ball to her teammate.
Are you scared? You'd usually go past me by dribbling, but you passed the ball to your teammate!
You shouldn't look down on us. Even if I don't force myself, our members can all score points now.
For the 5 women's offense members, I made them thoroughly practice accurate and fast passing. They gradually approached the goal without dribbling forcibly. As intended, they were toying with the opponent's defense. When the ball reached the penalty zone, the ball was passed to Aoba-senpai. She then began dribbling.
In the end, you're the one trying to score! I won't let you!
The defense is scattered after the women's team's fine ball passing techniques. In front of the goal, there's the goalie and Sawaki. Aoba-senpai's dribbling technique is high, and only Sawaki has a chance of stopping her. If she passes him here, we have a chance of scoring. But Sawaki was not going to let us do that.
Annoying.
Seeing that the defense was coming close to her, she forcibly kicked the ball towards the goal. But the ball went straight to the keeper and was easily stopped by him. The goalie threw a long pass, and now the guys' team was on the offense.
Everyone! They're coming! Don't let them shoot!
The girl who was originally the goalie was now the leader of the defense. Different from when she flinched at my kick, She's mentally trained now. Without fearing at the opponent, she headed towards the guy with the ball. With that many defenses marking him, he won't be able to shoot easily. To the defense, I made sure to completely hammer in defensive techniques. Their dribbling and passing skills are not great, so it's expected that the offense will not help our team much. But their defense is now comparable to that of the boys. However, Captain Sawaki, who was in the guy's side after marking Aoba-senpai, joined the attack. It's outside the penalty area, but the ball crossed without anyone marking him.
Nita, I'm shooting this first shot especially for you! Take it!
Thought it was dangerous for a moment, but Sawaki smiled vulgarly and made a long shot towards my face. It was clearly on purpose. It was a powerful shot, but I was able to catch it calmly. Even though it was a perfect opportunity, thank you for giving me the ball. You'll regret not scoring here. I passed a long shot to Aoba-senpai, and she immediately began to attack by dribbling towards the goal. What power from shooting from such a distance. She probably couldn't have stopped it. Feeling the pain in my hands, I was glad that I switched positions with the original goalie.
I gotta dribble past them!
Aoba-senpai was becoming impatient. If Captain Sawaki was to join the offense, the strategy was to hold him off with a counterattack. But instead, Aoba-senpai was sealed by two guys marking her. Instead of getting past them fast, all they could do was slowly progress to the goal by passing the ball.
It's a pity, Aoba! There's no chance for you to win!
Sawaki was back on defense, marking Aoba-senpai. In addition, the guys on defense gradually increased, making it harder for the girls' team to pass the ball. In the end, the ball was stolen by the guys' team.
Everyone, attack!
With Sawaki's orders, everyone besides the goalie began to attack.
This is bad! Everyone, get back!
Seeing they'd make a goal without getting a chance for a counterattack at this rate, Aoba-senpai ordered for the offense to get on defense as well. Within the women's side of the court, intense battle of stealing the ball began.
I wasn't expecting an all-out attack!
It was unexpected that they decided to use such a bold tactic. If we could steal the ball, we still have a chance. But our offense rarely practiced for defense. We're somehow hanging on, but it's only a matter of time.
I guess this is it!
When the remaining time was running low, the ball was passed to Sawaki, who shook off Aoba-senpai's mark. The women's team did well to hold on for this long.
Everyone, stop him!
Aoba-senpai was holding him off until now, but now, no one was able to stop Sawaki with his overwhelming dribbling technique. He passed defenders one after another, approaching the goal.
I'll score for sure this time!
Sawaki, who entered the penalty area, dashed through the course while there was still one defender left and fired a shot.
I won't let you score!
Seeing through the ball's trajectory, I jumped to the side and punched the ball. The goal was defended, but the ball was still alive.
Oh no!
The boy who picked up the ball passed it to Sawaki, who was back in shooting position again. I hurried to stand up, but I didn't make it in time. At that time, the girl who was originally the keeper jumped into the ball's trajectory and stopped Sawaki's shot. The girl was thrown backwards and the ball bounced high up.
I won't let you take this ball!
In order not to waste the effort of the girl who defended the goal, I beat Captain Sawaki, who was aiming for a header shot in an aerial battle and caught the falling ball.
Aoba-senpai!
I immediately passed the ball to Aoba-senpai, and she dashed through the defenseless opponent's side of the court.
Oh shoot! Everyone get back!
There was a boy near Aoba-senpai, but she quickly passed him. The boys returned all at once, but they didn't make it in time. It was a perfect counterattack.
This is the end!
With only the goalie in front of her, she made a perfect shot into the goal. And shortly after, the sound of the whistle signaled the end of the match.
That's quite a feat! Even though it was just half an actual game, you guys defeated us!
Are you telling us that you guys would have won if it was a full-time game?
I won't. Especially after seeing your team's spirit. I'll accept the defeat.
Sawaki looked at the girl who stopped the ball with her body.
It wasn't on purpose, but I'm sorry for hitting you. Are you not hurt?
This is nothing. I'm the women's team goalkeeper anyways.
I was also worried, but she seemed to be fine. Thinking about the future of the women's soccer team, I trained them by shooting at them. Seems it was more effective than I thought.
I have to apologize to you too, Nita. I didn't think there was someone like you within the first years. As promised, I'm leaving this club. I won't let others say unreasonable things too. So please make full uses of your skills in this team.
You don't have to leave the team, though. The condition was only for you to step down as the captain.
But you won't be satisfied with that, right? You wouldn't want to play with me.
I want to fight in a strong team. If I want to fight at the national level, I need your skills.
If we let Nita be the new leader, both the girls and guys team would be able to get stronger. Let's practice together like we used to and become a better team.
If Aoba says that too, I'll accept your offer and make sure to support you guys. Let's do our best from now on.
After the practice, Aoba-senpai invited me to walk home together, so we were on our way home.
Nita, again, thank you so much. It's all thanks to you that we were able to beat the guys team and improve the soccer team's overall spirit.
I should be thanking you too. If it weren't for Aoba-senpai, I wouldn't have had the chance to make Sawaki acknowledge me.
So I guess we both got benefit from it.
Yep. Helping Aoba-senpai ended up being advantageous for me too. So I had no intention of making her owe me one.
I want to ask you something. Would you continue being my partner from now on too?
Of course. On top of guys' team strategy, I'll think about women's team strategy too.
In addition to the soccer team, will you become my partner in personal relationship too?
What do you mean? I couldn't understand at first, but I quickly realized when she held my hand.
I became to like you. You should have realized it by now.
Yes. The usually calm Aoba-senpai's face was red, and I somehow felt embarrassed as well. Working together with the women's team, I had many chances to talk with Aoba-senpai, and during that time, I became attracted to Aoba-senpai little by little. Thinking about it, maybe Aoba-senpai experienced the same feeling as well.
What do you think of me, Nita?
I like you too, Aoba-senpai. I'd be happy if you'd go out with me.
Of course I would.
Then, Aoba-senpai hugged me. From now on, my life would become very fulfilling with both club activities and love.